Are you worried about money, or have you been worried about money recently? As somebody who has been broke, literally broke in my life, and has managed to use the law of attraction to now attract a lot of money and wealth and prosperity into my life, it really does pain me to see the worry that is written on people's faces when it comes to the subject of money. And I see it all the time when people are talking about paying their bills, or they're talking about how expensive groceries are, or, what am I going to do with my elderly parents? I see this worry and this pain and this anxiety over the subject of money that occurs with just so many people. And the funny thing about this is it doesn't seem to matter whether the person is homeless or they even have some money. So I see this worry with people who have homes, have decent jobs, maybe they have some money in the bank, and they're still worried about money. So if you ever find yourself worried about money subjects like, how am I going to make my rent this month? Or how am I going to put my kids through college? Or how am I going to afford these groceries if the prices keep going up? If that's the kind of stuff that you've been thinking on some level, today's video you are really going to enjoy. And this is because I want to share with you a little secret about the law of attraction, a little secret about the way that money works that's going to help you really start to understand that you can align with wealth and prosperity now. And the secret is that money is actually already chasing you. Okay. Money is already trying to get in your pocket. Now, once you notice this, and I'm going to show you how you can notice this. Okay. Once you notice this and pick up on this and focus on this, it's going to be very easy for you to open up the floodgates of abundance and let all of that money that's chasing you come into your pocket. And I mean this on a big level, not a small level. So perhaps right now you just want to make enough money to make your rent. Well, learning how to tap into your abundance means you're not only going to be able to pay rent, but you'd be able to buy a house in cash. Maybe you're wanting to get some money so that you can buy a car to get you around town. Well, knowing this information is going to help you line up with the kind of money where you don't just get a car, but you can be in the position to buy a whole fleet of cars. Maybe you have a garage of cars. Or perhaps you're worried about having enough money to retire, or money to take care of you in your old age. Well, understanding this information is going to help you not just make that kind of money, but be able to end your life with a legacy of money. So attracting so much money that you have money to help support generations that come after you. So here's the evidence why money is chasing you. Okay. I want you to listen to this evidence, and I want you to find it in your reality. And if you are seeing evidence of this already, please go ahead and drop it below in the comments, because the things that you're picking up on and that you're making connections with, I guarantee you other people who are watching this video, they are receiving money in those ways. And it's going to help them to see the things that you put down so that they too can line up with really great abundance. So let's go ahead and make sure to use the comment section to really drum up this idea that money is chasing us now. Oh, and you may want to go ahead and save this video to your favorites, because this is a really great piece of information to tap into if you ever find yourself feeling stuck with money. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the evidence. Now, this is perhaps the most important thing to understand to help you see that money is actually literally chasing you. It is banging down your door trying to get to you. And the evidence is that despite your worry, despite any anxieties or limitations that you may have about money, and trust me, people have a lot of hangups when it comes to money. Despite all of that, money is still physically being manifested in your reality. It is still showing up. This is so important to understand, because with a lot of things, this doesn't happen. Okay, with a lot of things, this doesn't happen. Our consciousness is really geared towards attracting money, because in many ways, you'll see this where perhaps you have a limitation or a block for a specific manifestation, and that manifestation will not come until you clear the block. Okay, so a great example of this might be maybe you have your eye on a specific person and that specific person has not come into your reality to be your boyfriend or girlfriend or significant other yet. And the reason why is because you're putting out blocks. You're putting out worry and anxiety and frustration, and that is preventing the partner from coming in. Okay? They're not coming in. They may be ghosting you. They may have left. They're not showing up. But with money, it's different. And it's different for all of us with money because our consciousness, we are really geared to attract money already, despite whatever limitations or blocks you may be putting out there. See, you're still attracting money, right? You're still seeing pennies on the ground, right? That's attracting money. Many of you are attracting money through a job or through a business, or perhaps through disability checks, money from the government. Maybe you have friends that are sending you money or parents who are sending you money. Maybe you have a trust fund that's sending you money. Maybe you have investments that are paying you off. But if you're sitting here right now watching this video on some kind of a device, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you are attracting money already, despite any worries, blocks, or anxieties that you may have. See, money wants to be in your pocket so badly that even if you are holding up a dam, like, you are sitting there holding it up, you got it all blocked off like Fort Knox, money is still showing up in your reality. So it is kind of like a dam. Okay. If you think about a dam that's holding up a river, that river is like money trying to get in your pocket. It is flowing so strong, and those barriers that you have put up are preventing the massive floodgate of money from flowing to you, but there's still some that's trickling in, okay? So that's something to really understand, is that money is actually knocking at your door. It wants to be in your pocket. It wants to be in your pocket so bad that even if you have not lined up with your true abundant knowledge yet, and you are holding on to limiting beliefs like if money is hard to get, or I'm never going to be wealthy, or it's hard to attract money, or I got to work hard to get all my money. It's okay if you're holding those up because the money's still trying to get in. And you're going to find that as you release kind of those ideas, money will pour in. It will pour in because it is literally hunting you down. That's just how bad money wants to be in your pocket. Now, I have some more evidence here for how money is actually chasing you right now. It's like right there. It really wants to be in your pocket right now. It's not something you have to go out and try to get. It's not something that you have to force. So we've got more evidence for that. But first, if you enjoy law of attraction videos that teach you how to manifest the life of your dreams, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And of course, go ahead and turn on the handy notification bell. I put out new videos like this every single week, and I know you're going to love them. All right, now here's some more evidence that money is chasing you. It's literally chasing you. You aren't going to be able to outrun it, okay? It's still going to be coming for you, even if you put up blocks, barriers, walls. Money wants to be in your pocket. You are so worthy of it that even if you have all those barriers up, it is still going to show up. And the evidence is that money's been flowing to you since birth. Money's been in your reality. There's been money that's been shown up to help support you. For many of you, when you were little children, people set up accounts for you and started putting in money. Maybe your grandparents were sending checks to your parents, or there was a baby shower where some money was given. But just your arrival, money started coming. And it's been doing that since birth. And again, this differentiates money from a lot of manifestations that are out there, because a lot of the things that we are seeking to attract are things that heretofore we have not had. Okay, so maybe like you want a yacht, or you want a car. Maybe you want a romantic partner. These are all things that most people did not have right when they were born. Money didn't start flowing to them immediately upon birth. But again, our consciousness is really already set up and geared towards receiving money. So even when you put blocks in front of money, money is still coming. And so I really like this evidence because it points actually directly to one of the blocks that people put up to dam up that flood of money that's coming to you. And it's the idea that you have to work hard for money. Okay. So you do not need to work hard for money. And when you were younger, you did not. Okay. So money to support you just came in. Now, for some of you, you may have lived in wealthy homes. For some of you, you may not have. Okay. But even if you weren't living in a wealthy home, money was somehow still coming in some way or form to support you. It always has. Okay, so if you are living on earth in this particular frame of physical reality, that's my understanding, is that we've all been running on money. Money's been our currency. And so when we were born, money was showing up to take care of us. Okay, we weren't rolling around out in the forest, with mom picking berries and dad hunting. That wasn't most of our situation. Most of our situations we were born into a home where money was used to support us. And we didn't have to do anything for it. And so this is an important thing to understand, is that somewhere along the line, there's this idea that gets embedded in the young consciousness, which is that money is hard to get and that you have to work hard for money. And that is something that really starts to create problems for attracting money. Okay. People who understand that money is their birthright do a much better job at attracting money easily, because they don't have that hang up of, I have to work hard for money. So I'd love for you to dwell on that idea, which is that money has always been flowing to you. And when you were a child, you didn't have to work for it. Now, I know some of you, like me, I grew up in a strict home. Okay. My parents were kind of stingy with allowance, and they did make me work for money. And so I understand that there are specific situations where you may have been put to work. All right. So of course, you're going to probably think of all the ways that you did have to work for money when you were a kid. But what I'm really trying to get you to key into is that if you take that programming element out, that faulty programming that maybe your parents or your caregiver or your surroundings taught you, and really think about it, when you were an infant, you didn't have to do anything to make sure that there was money there to support your well-being. It just showed up. And if you can start to key into that money was my birthright. I didn't have to work for this when I was a baby. I didn't have to work for this when I was a toddler. I don't need to work for it now. When you start to get that, you're going to really open up that limitation. And again, that's like pulling the dam down and allowing the floodgates to come. And as a personal note for this is something that I see sometimes in the comments. I am very fortunate because most of the people who follow my work are like the nicest people. Like law of attraction people kind of get it. Let's be nice and friendly, say nice things, think of positive things. And I do appreciate all of these wonderful comments that I get from so many of you. That being said, once in a while, we see someone who comes into the comments and they will say things to me like, oh, you say money is easy, but look at you over there. You're working, you're making YouTube videos. You're working for your money, Andrea, so don't lie to us, right? You're working, aren't you? And to that, I would say, sure, I'm working, and there's nothing wrong with work. There's nothing wrong with the doing. But the doing of what I do is not what puts money in my pocket. And I know this for a fact. And the reason why is that I've done this. Sometimes I work harder at it than others. And the times that I take it real easy and just have fun with my work and don't even try, those are the days that the videos really blow up. Okay. Those are the days when the money really comes in. It's the days where I'm not working hard. I'm just doing what I enjoy. That's the essence of what you want to get into. We're not talking here about you need to be like a baby and go lay in a crib and just let money rain on you. Okay. You can still live your life, but you got to get out of that idea that somehow the working hard is what is putting money in your pocket. That is not it at all. Money's literally chasing you. And if you just chill out, you're going to let it come. And speaking of work that I do, that I enjoy doing, okay, I'm actually finishing up my latest program on fast manifestation. I'm really excited about this course. It is my biggest course to date. I've got lots of information packed into it. And it's also going to come with some coaching from yours truly. Now, this particular program, again, it's on fast manifestation. So if you want to get out of the holding pattern and really just get to that place where you can put things out and get them back pretty quickly. In fact, in many cases, with some of the stuff we're going to work on, you're going to see instant manifestations. But we're talking about things, instead of waiting for like years or months, we're talking about waiting for days, maybe weeks, sometimes minutes, sometimes even instantly. And if that's something that you're interested in, you will definitely want to go ahead and sign up for the notifications. So I've got a sign up list where you can sign up to get updates. So when the course is being released, I'll let you know. And I'll also send you a very big 50% off coupon code for when that course goes live. Now, this, because it is my biggest program, it is also going to be my most expensive program. So that discount is going to be substantial. So if you are interested in my new Fast Manifesting program, please make sure to go ahead and sign up for the updates. I will, of course, go ahead and put a link in the description. Additionally, if you are new to my work here, I would love to invite you to take my 5-minute Law of Attraction test. If you want to know for sure that you, yes, you, are really in charge of your reality and what you think is what you create, I've designed a very simple, very quick 5-minute test where you can prove it to yourself. Put something out and watch it come back. And to take that test now, please go to manifestingtest.com. Again, that is manifestingtest.com. I'll also go ahead and put the link below for that in the description, but manifestingtest.com is the direct link. Thanks so much for watching today's video on how money is chasing you. Yes, it is. It is chasing you now. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. And of course, I look forward to bringing you another one soon. Bye-bye.